Hello. In this video, we will look at very common PCB connector, which is used for programming of the microcontroller or connecting to PCBs, or these pins are also used as a jumper. So it has a 2.54 millimeter pitch. Pitch is basically the distance between the two pins, center to center. Here you can see that. So it's a double row pin header, and we will understand how to design the symbol and footprint correctly in Altium, including pin size, hole diameter, tolerance for both general purpose and automotive design. And by the end of the video, you will know how to select the right hole and pad dimensions based on IPC guidelines and real manufacturing needs. So here in this presentation, you can see that the pin size of the connector is 0.64 plus minus 0.02 millimeter, and the pin is in square form. So which you can see here. These are the pin from the top side, top view. So I draw here that pin, and both the sides are 0.64. So when you will calculate the diagonal for the whole size of this pin, then this is something around 0.91 millimeter. So that's what here diagonal of the pin, which is 0.91 millimeter. Then finished hole diameter is 1 millimeter for general purpose. In automotive, it's 1.05. Because here you have to also consider the manufacturing tolerances. The drill bit which manufacturer is going to use, it has also its tolerances. Apart from that, the hole is also having a plating. So this plating is also 25 to 50 micrometer. So if you take all the tolerances and the plating of the hole, then the finished hole diameter will be 1 millimeter for general purpose, and in case of automotive, it's 1.05 millimeter. Then, yeah, here you can see the hole tolerances, which is plus minus 0.05 millimeter for general purpose, and in case of automotive, it's 0.025 millimeter. And as I said, that the hole are plated through holes required for the shoulder joints. Apart from the manufacturing tolerances, you have to also keep in mind the shouldering material should also pass through this hole. That also you have to add in the final hole size when you will create this in your PCB library as a footprint. Apart from that, this header is a very common header which you have seen. I'm sure that you have seen on many of the PCB, and which is used for connecting the two PCBs or for the microcontroller programming. And also it comes in different numbers like 2, 4, 6, 8. You have also seen it as a like two pin for the as a jumper. So let's go to the Altium Designer, and let me show you how to create first the symbol for this 10 pin common connector header, and then after that I will also show you how you can create the uh, footprint. So to create the symbol for this 2.54 millimeter pitch connector, open the integrated library and open the schematic where your symbols are present. Make sure that the symbol library is having the same grid setting which normally you use for your schematic. So in my case, normally I use 100 mil. So I will keep it to 100. So let me open this PCB library. So let me copy one of the component. So I have copied this, and then I will change the name here to con. Let's call it jumper, and 10 pole. Okay, here X question mark, comment as a jumper, and in the description also jumper. Let me remove all these values. So in the remark we can write 10 pole header. Okay, so let me move this both aside. Let me delete this. Then also remove the 0805 connector. So you know that I normally copy this because I don't want to add this parameter again and again. So that's why. And now what you have to do, you have to go to the place, use a rectangle, and then here let's say 400 mils by 600, because we have a 5 pin, so that's sufficient. Let me put this here and this one here, and then let's add the pin. So go to place, pin. Here I have already used pin before this for the other symbols. That's why it's starting from 11, that we can change it. So click on tab, so it will bring you to the properties, and then here instead of 11 just write 1 and then escape, then again it will come back. Then yeah, we have to rotate this, that you can do with the space, and this is my pin number 1, this is pin number 2, 3, 4, oops, sorry, 5, 6, 7, pin number 8, pin number 9, and pin number 10. Okay, so let me check the length of the pins. So it's 300 mil. That is quite big for me, so I will change it to 200. So here, and then I will also disable the pin number which is outside. So select all the pin by holding the shift button and selecting each pin, and then just let me check. Okay, so it's a designator. Okay, so that's how the symbol for this 10 pole jumper look like. And now let's move to the footprint. So add here, so it's a con jumper. So let's create the footprint for 10 pole connector. For that, what you have to do, you have to go to the place, select pad. So let me change the properties of the pad. Here it's number 1 designator, and then here you have to keep the this is TST connector pad, so which means that it will go through your PCB. So that's why the layer will be multi-layer. It won't be on a top or bottom layer. Then here the size copper area which is going to be on the pad, that will be, for example, if you have a 1 millimeter hole, then the rule is that your annular ring, this portion is called the annular ring, that should be minimum 0.4 to 0.5 millimeter. So pad hole size of 1.05 millimeter, which we have calculated, then this should be 1.85, and here also 1.85. So that's how it looks like. Yeah, then we have a 0.4 millimeter this side and 0.4 millimeter this side. Yeah, and the annular ring recommendation from the IP according to IPC is 0.4 to 0.5 millimeter minimum on both sides of the hole. So let me change the shape of the pad from round to rectangle. This is our first pin, so that's why I'm changing its shape like rectangle, and the rest pin will be rounded. So 2, 3, copy 5, and then let's they all should be at the epsilon it is 0, and then here they should be at a distance of 2.54, this one 5.08, multiple of 2.54. That's what I'm doing here. 7.16, let me calculate. 2.54 times 3, 7.62, and then I think 10.16. Then just change the designator. This is 1, then this should be 3, 5, 7, and 9. Then select all this from 3 to 9 and change the shape to round. So looks good. Then lock this, again copy and paste at 2.5. So again you have to unlock, and this should be at 0x and 2.54y. This one will be 2.54. This will be at 2.54 and 2.54. This will be at 5.08 and 2.54. This will be at 7.62, 2.54, and this one at 10.16 and 2.54. And now we will change the shape for this from round rectangular to now round, and designator is 2, here 4, 6, 8, and here is 10. Okay, so let me measure the distance. So this should be 2.54, yeah, and this should be also 2.54, and here also, yeah, and the rest anyway we have placed them at 2.54 location. So that's how you can do that. Then lock all the component, and then we have to provide here the boundary for the body. Or let me place first 3D body, and then after that I will provide the boundary for the body on a top overlay. 3D body you can bring by go to place, here choose 3D body, I already downloaded here the step data for the pad. Yeah, that's how it looks like. Let me place it that to the correct location. So here it's one, it has to be 1.27, and this one also at 1.27. Looks good. And here you can see that how the pad are. Just give me a second. And what we will do, we will give here some offset. Let's say 1 millimeter, and let's see how it looks like. Okay, so this should be standoff minus 2.54. Then let me check. Yeah, so that's how it looks like. Yeah, this standoff height you can change as per your requirement, how you want. You can also keep it 0, that's not a problem. Yeah, but I will leave it as it is. And then after that, what we have to do, we have to provide the boundary for this, and that I will do at the top overlay to avoid any kind of collision with the other component when you will place the place this connector on your PCB. That you can do. Go to place, then line, on, let me change the size here, zero point 0.2 line width, and bring it to the top overlay here. Okay, and then sorry, so yeah, so that's how. And then let's put the number here, pin number 1 on top overlay. For that, what you can do, go to place, then string, and then change the number here to instead of a string 1, which is this one pin number. Copy this, paste it again here, pin number 2, then pin number 9 and pin number 10. So change it to 9, and so let me show you in the 3D how it looks like. And here are the number, you can see that. After that, let me symbol, we are done with the footprint. Here the important thing is that size of the hole. How to calculate the size of the hole? You have to consider all the factors which I mentioned, like the drill size, then the drill tolerance, then the manufacturing tolerance, then you have the plating, and after that you will get your final size of the hole. So the hole size for the general purpose is size of the pin, which we have seen here, that is 0.91, plus insertion clearance area, which is 0.1 millimeter, plus drill tolerance, which is 0.05 millimeter, plus plating, which is around 25 to 50 micrometer. So final the whole size for the general purpose, it's 1 millimeter plus minus 0.05 millimeter, and for the automotive, the insertion clearance is bit bigger, which is 0.15 millimeter. Drill tolerance is less compared to the general purpose, which is plus minus 0.025. So the final size what you will get for the automotive PCB is 1.05 millimeter, and that's how you can calculate the correct size of the hole. Then let's integrate this with the, so here click on the add footprint, browse, here is the jumper, okay, and then finally compile the project. So here you can see that compilation is successful. Okay, so let me check. Let me bring it on the PCB. Click on the component and then integrated library. And here is that jumper. So yeah, it looks good. Here you can see that that's how it looks like on your PCB. And this is on your schematic. And this is a 100 mil grid, which looks good, not very small and also not very big in size. Then let's transfer it to the a PCB, and then we will see how it looks like. So validate the changes, execute the changes. Okay, so here I can see the connector. So let me put the connector here on the PCB and report selected. So that's how it looks like. So to remove the copper under the connector, what you can do, you can use polygon pore cutout, and that you can do by clicking P then go to the polygon pore cutout and then select this top overlay area and draw here polygon pore cutout. So that's how it looks like. Here you can see that this is the area where we have cut the polygon pore, and just right click on the polygon and then choose here repore selected, and as soon as you repore it, here you can see that the area under the pad is removed. Then here left click on this and then again choose the polygon cutout, copy, paste, and then again left click, choose the polygon pore cutout, and then bring it to the bottom layer from the top layer and lock it. Then a second, so here on the top side, let me also lock this one, and then you can go to the bottom polygon pore actions, report selected, and here you can see that polygon is already removed. And here also you can check here the polygon is removed. So that's how you can design the connector, general purpose connector, which has a 2.54 millimeter pitch, and that you can use for programming the microcontroller, for connecting the PCBs. That's a general multi-purpose connector, or also as a jumper. That's all, and thank you very much.